First of all, before we begin, this could have not happened if we do not have a responsible president. We have done so many elections here. The major problem we had was the president is not with us. Am I lying? Am I lying? What do you say to Asiwaju? Let me tell you first, before we begin. You see this cap? I will not forgive any commissioner that is not wearing it. In Edo, if you are not wearing suit, and you are wearing traditional dress, and you are coming to Edo without this Asiwaju cap, you are going back.
My people, this won't shock everybody. Governor Monday Okpebholo of Edo State has just dropped one of the boldest statements we've heard in Nigerian politics this season. He said, and I quote, "I will not forgive any commissioner that is not wearing Tinubu's Asiwaju cap. If you come to Exco meeting without the cap, you're going back." Just like that. This statement has scattered conversations across Nigeria, and many people are asking, what exactly is going on in Edo politics right now? Is this loyalty or is this control? Stay with me, because this gist sweet and it gets deeper as we go. And please, before we dive in, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and turn on your notification bell, so you don't miss our latest updates and stories like this. Now let's go straight into the gist. Governor Okpebholo said this during a government event in Benin City where he was addressing his newly appointed commissioners. Instead of only talking about their duties or responsibilities, the governor decided to send a strong message about loyalty, not just political loyalty, but visual loyalty. He said he doesn't want any commissioner attending executive meetings without wearing the Asiwaju cap, the signature cap worn by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And he said if they dare to come without it, they should just turn back. When he said that, you could almost feel the room freeze. Some laughed, others clapped, but many people didn't know if he was joking or being serious. But from the tone he used, it didn't sound like a joke at all. He said it with confidence, and the message was clear: you must show your loyalty, not only in words but in how you appear. Now this thing has got people talking. Some people say, Governor Okpebholo is just showing respect and unity for the party that brought him into power. They say it's not a bad thing, that it's just a symbol, something to show everyone that his government is solidly behind Tinubu and the APC. But others are not smiling at all. They say this is going too far. They say this is turning politics into a costume show, where the focus is no longer about serving the people but about who is wearing what hat. And you, yes, you watching right now, what do you think? Do you support the governor's move or do you think it's unnecessary? Drop your opinion in the comments, and make sure you like this video before you continue watching, because this gist is just getting sweeter. Now let's break this down properly. The Asiwaju cap is not just a fashion accessory. It has become a symbol of the Tinubu political brand. Everywhere you see it, that special design, it represents loyalty to the president's political movement. So when the Edo governor says, every commissioner must wear it, he is not talking about fashion. He is talking about identity and alignment. He's saying, if you are part of my team, you must show it proudly. But here's the twist, not everyone in his cabinet might be totally comfortable with that. Some commissioners might support Tinubu quietly but prefer to focus on their work rather than dress symbolism. Some may see it as forcing loyalty, and others may feel it's not appropriate to mix clothing with governance. But in Nigeria, politics is full of signals and symbols, and Okpebholo clearly wants to send a message: Edo State government is firmly behind the president. Now, you see why this matter is hot. Because people are asking, should a government be about political show or public service? Should performance matter more than appearance? Imagine a situation where one commissioner forgets to wear the cap but comes with a great policy idea that can improve lives, and he's turned away just because of a hat. Is that fair? Let me pause a bit and ask you, what do you think? If you were a commissioner and your boss says, wear this cap or don't come to meetings, will you obey for the sake of peace or stand your ground because you think it's unnecessary? Tell me in the comments. I really want to know how you feel about this. And again, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you can always catch more gist like this. Now, some political analysts are saying Okpebholo's statement was strategic. They believe he's trying to show strong loyalty to President Tinubu, especially at a time when many governors are trying to position themselves for attention from the presidency. So, it's not just about the cap, it's about political visibility. He's telling everyone that Edo is with Tinubu, no doubt about it. But this kind of gesture can also backfire if not handled well. Some citizens are already joking that the state government might soon start adding cap check before meetings. Others are saying, if the governor is serious about loyalty, let it show in service, not in fashion. And that's the real issue here. People are hungry, roads are bad, salaries are delayed in some places, and instead of focusing on fixing things, leaders sometimes focus on optics. Governance should not be about what cap you wear but about what plans you execute. Nigerians want to see real change, schools working, hospitals equipped, jobs being created. That's the real cap that matters. But one thing I give Governor Okpebholo, he's bold. He's not afraid to speak his mind. Whether you agree with him or not, he has shown that he wants his team to be united under one symbol. But I'll also say this, loyalty should come naturally, not by force. When people are made to show it physically, it can lose its meaning inside their hearts. And my people, this is not the first time we are seeing symbolic loyalty in Nigerian politics. Over the years, leaders have always tried to create visible identity, from campaign outfits to slogans to songs. But we have to ask, how much of this really helps development? Because at the end of the day, what people want is good governance, not a wardrobe row. Now let's look at what this means for politics going forward. If this continues, we may see other governors following the same pattern, maybe requiring party symbols at events or meetings. It could spread across different states, and it may even become a silent test of loyalty for those seeking higher positions in government. But here's my view, true loyalty shows in actions, not attire. If a commissioner delivers results, supports the governor's vision, and serves the people well, that's real loyalty. Caps can fade, but performance speaks louder. Now let me ask again, because I love hearing from you, do you think this move by Okpebholo is a smart show of unity, or do you see it as a distraction from the real work of governance? Type your answer down below, and if you're still watching, please give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you can keep enjoying more stories like this, explained in simple English. This story reminds us that politics is not just about what leaders say but also what they show. The image they create can influence how people perceive them. For Okpebholo, this is a moment that defines his leadership style, strict, loyal, and expressive. But it's also a moment where he will be judged by how much real progress his state achieves under that cap. Because at the end of the day, Nigerians want to see better lives, not just caps, not just loyalty shows, but real development. And on that note, I want to leave you with this thought, symbols fade, but service lasts. As we keep watching what happens in Edo State, we'll see whether this directive becomes a unifying gesture or a dividing one. Now before we wrap it up, if you enjoyed this gist, please don't forget to like this video, drop your opinion in the comments, and subscribe to the channel. Let's keep growing this community of people who love real news told in a clear and simple way. Now, when a governor makes such a bold declaration, telling commissioners to wear Tinubu's cap or leave meetings, it's not just an instruction, it's a political message. It tells the president, I am fully loyal to you. And in Nigerian politics, that kind of loyalty is powerful. It can open doors, secure federal support, and attract attention from the top. But here's the twist, while it may please Tinubu and some top APC leaders, it could also create quiet tension within the state's executive council. Some commissioners might start feeling uncomfortable, especially if they see the gesture as being forced rather than voluntary. You know how politics works, not everyone in the same party feels the same level of enthusiasm for every symbol. Some might comply just to keep their positions, but deep down, they may feel controlled or undervalued. And that's where Okpebholo will have to be smart. A leader must know how to balance loyalty with freedom. Forcing everyone to wear the same hat may create unity on the outside but silence honest opinions on the inside. And that's risky, because a team that can't speak freely will only tell the boss what he wants to hear, not what he needs to know. Also, some citizens are beginning to say, Governor, we want to see your commissioners wearing results, not just caps. It's a strong statement because, truly, the people don't care what their leaders wear, they care about what their leaders do. If hospitals are working, if roads are good, if young people have jobs, nobody will question whether anyone wore a cap or not. But when people are struggling, every little thing becomes sensitive, and this is why this statement is trending. Now, talking about his relationship with Tinubu, this move might actually help him build stronger political relevance at the national level. Remember, Tinubu loves loyalty, especially from his party members. For Okpebholo to openly demand that kind of symbol in his cabinet, it shows that he wants Edo State to be seen as a solid APC state, loyal from top to bottom. That kind of alignment can make Abuja pay more attention to Edo. It can attract more federal projects, funding, and influence. But, again, loyalty without performance doesn't last. Tinubu is also a leader who respects results. So, while this cap movement might catch attention for now, what will truly sustain Okpebholo's image before the president and the people is his ability to deliver. If the roads in Edo are fixed, if development increases, then people will say, at least it's working. But if things don't improve, this cap issue might become a point of ridicule later on. Politics is all about perception. Sometimes, one statement can change how people view a leader, either as strong and loyal or as controlling and dramatic. Okpebholo has now written his own narrative in that book of public opinion. And Nigerians, as you know, will not stop talking. But let's look at it from another angle too. Maybe this is part of his strategy to prepare for the Edo 2024 elections. Maybe he's trying to build a clear political identity that ties his government directly to the Tinubu brand, so that when campaign season comes, nobody will doubt where he stands. It's a smart move politically, as long as it doesn't turn people away emotionally. At the end of the day, leadership is about influence. The governor has made his statement, and now the real test begins. Can he make that same level of discipline reflect in governance, not just in appearance? Because it's one thing to tell people to wear a cap, and it's another to make sure the people of Edo State wear smiles because their lives are getting better. So, my people, the final word is this: Governor Okpebholo's Asiwaju cap order is not just about fashion, it's a test of loyalty, unity, and image management. But whether it becomes a symbol of progress or just another viral story depends on what he does next. Nigerians are watching closely. Now over to you. Do you think this move is a smart show of party unity, or do you feel it's a bit too much for a democracy? I really want to hear from you, so drop your opinion in the comment section below. And please, before you leave, remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss our next story. We break down the hottest political gist in simple English so everybody can understand and stay informed. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, true leadership is not shown by what we wear but by what we do.